All right, your American Public Transportation Association Rail Standards. This would be the Rail Transit Vehicle Inspection Maintenance Work Group, Rail Transit Vehicle Passenger Emergency Systems, Emergency Exit Operating Protection, Emergency Lighting, Emergency Signs, low location exit map, path mark, Emergency Tools, Emergency Communications, Public Address, Intercom System, Cab to Cab, Communication Converts, Device Silence, Silent Alarm, Indicator Cab, Microphone, Camera, Video Monitor, External Video Cameras, Internal Video Cameras, Video Recording, Ventilation control, event recorders, reference definition, abbreviation, summary change, and document history. All right, rail transit vehicle passenger emergency system. Emergency exit. The new rail transit shall be designed to provide means for the emergency egress from the car with the emergency exit for the corner of the APTA RTS VIM 23 to 11 emergency exit for the rail transit vehicles. 2. Operating protection. The rail transit vehicle should be designed to provide adequate protection for the operator in event with emergency that may include with the crashworthiness, operator, cabin environment, emergency situation, all the protective design features. Guidelines outlined in APTA RP VIM 025 11. Operator protection features railway transit vehicles to review determine the operating protection design features that should be considered for the type of the vehicle operating environment. 3. Emergency lighting. New rail transit vehicles should be designed to have the emergency lighting system facilitate ability passenger train crew member to emergency respond to orient themselves, identify with the obstacle to assist safely moving through the passenger car with achieve the outside of the passenger car with access for the conditions of safety. Emergency lighting system should comply with the requirements of APTA RTSVIM 02008. Emergency lighting system designed for the rail transit vehicles. 4. Emergency signs. Rail transit vehicles are designed to have the emergency signage system provide evacuation guide for the personnel. The train crew member, the rescue acts if the guidelines of emergency respond with emergency signage shall comply with the requirements of APTA RTSVIM 02108. Emergency signs, railway transit vehicles. All right, 5. Low location exit path marking. New rail transit vehicles should design to have the emergency low location exit path marking system to identify the low primary door exit path with the research doors, passenger rail transit personnel under the condition of the darkness of normal emergency source of illumination obscured with the smoke and inoperative the low location exit path marking shall comply with the requirement of the APTA RTSVIM 02208 low location emergency path location rail transit vehicles. Alright, 6. Emergency tool. Rail transit system shall equip the new vehicle with an appropriate emergency tool that can be used with both passenger crew and tool in the event of emergency shall not be noted with a detailed comprehensive listing of the specific emergency tool should be destroyed and maintained the rail transit vehicle. It's not a universal across all rail transit systems. Appropriate emergency tool of the vehicle should be defined in the rail transit safety plan with specific type of the car and the operating environment. As a guide of the divine need of the tool of rail transit should consider the following aspect of the vehicle, the design operating environment as well determine what emergency tools to place on. Top of the power supply associated with the need of the protective equipment insulated to reduce the risk associated with the human attack electrical power supply and fills. Third rail overhead fossil fuel. Top of the cars associated with the need of the ladder, bridge plates, and other equipment at low level to high level of the boarding, multiple unit operation, single unit operation, and indoors. Type of the right of way that is associated with the need of the direct signs and handheld voice amplification systems, handheld light source, and other related equipment that held direct exiting vehicle, direct passenger exiting vehicle. Street surface the private right of way, embankment, cutout, tunnel, viaduct, elevated structure, clearance between tracks, emergency escape routes, type of the construction associated with the need with the instruct passenger movement across the stars for the construction, single multiple tracks, ties, ballast, embedded direct fixation. Means of exit from the car between the station associated need with the ladders, bridge plates, and other related equipment. Heavy level exit ways at level with the trackway. The track incorporated is walk at the door height of the exit way above the trackway. Require passengers to descend from the car. Alright, 7. Emergency communication public address system. New railway transportation shall be equipped with a public address system that provide the means of the crew member of the operating control center to communicate with all the train passengers for the emergency situation. The public announcement public address system should be provided with the means of the crew and member and operation for the control center with the communication emergency situation people in the immediate vicinity of the train. On station platform, the public address system may be part of the same system in the intercom system. Intercom system, the new rail transit system will be equipped with the intercom system provided with the means of the passenger crew member to communicate with another emergency situation. Intercom system station shall be provided with the 2 locations for the vehicle at all wheel share location. Intercom shall be accessible to the passenger without requiring use of the tool. Other intercom station may be part of the same system. The PA system location of the intercom shall be the intent of the passenger. Use the clearly marked with the luminescent material operating with the cab. Instructions should be posted near each of the such intercom. Alright, 7.3, cab-to-cab intercom. New rail transit vehicles should be equipped with the operate cab-to-cab intercom system that will permit communication between the operator of the individual with other vehicle cabs, same in the train consists. Alright, 8. Your covert device. With the requirement of the new rail transit for the vehicles equipped with the covert device to show the discrete from the rail transit village with the outline of the consideration to be made with the procuring new with the rail transit system for the covert devices. 8.1 silent alarm. Conceal the silent alarm should be mounted with each of the cab alarm, but the operator can activate the switch to avert action visible audible to anyone in the passenger compartment of the alarm shall be assigned a signal video with the radio, the OCC, other wayside equipment to identify the vehicle, the number, the location. Silent alarm shall be capable of being activated at any time from the cab of either lead or driving vehicle. 8.2 silent alarm indicator, high intensity blue flashing strobe silent alarm indicator light should be installed with each of the operating car roof with the corresponding when flashing call the police. Exterior reflector sign indicator should be reset with the housing to prevent any of the reflection of the building. The windows activated while remaining highly visible with the helicopter surveillance indicator on the vehicle should be illuminated only when the silent alarm button in his cab is activated. 8.3 cab microphone. Converter microphone should be located at a suitable location when the cab monitor the continuous of the cab interior and exterior of sounds on the vehicle video recording and central control. Alright, 9. Cameras, video monitors. These require a new transit vehicle to equip with a camera. The video monitor should be made with a discretion of the rail transit system. The standard outline with some of the consideration should be made with the rail transit system to produce your new vehicle's camera monitoring devices. Video monitoring. Vehicle exterior and interior should be monitored continuously. Video cameras that equip the vehicle cab operator should have the capability to select monitoring external and interior cabs for the cab of the train. 9.2 exterior video cameras. Platform monitoring rear view cameras. External mounted video cameras should be mounted with both side vehicle at each of the cab and allow operator to perform the following tests. Monitor passenger for the platform during an emergency close of the doors and move of the train. Use the camera's conventional rear view mirrors of the operating limiting railway vehicles in the street running environments. Alright, 9.2.2 forward-facing cameras. 2 forward-facing cameras should be mounted near the four corners of each of the vehicle near the roof level. These cameras are called. It could be installed with the same camera housing utilized with the platform monitoring rear view cameras. 2 forward-facing cameras on the lead cab with the conjunction with the 2 rear-view cameras at the end of the should continuously record all the activity front to and to the side of the vehicle utilizing digital video recorder. The goal is to provide complete video coverage as possible within the physical limitation of the vehicle profile camera housing. Video recorder may also include audio track consistently capture interior exterior sounds utilizing converting microphone active cab. All other forward-facing cameras of the other convert microphones should be inactive. Alright, 9.2.3 coupling camera. The coupling camera monitors area, including the coupler head with the distance appropriate from the operator's line of sight with the coupling to another vehicle. This camera continuously records all the activities in front of the vehicle to provide the operator with a clear view. Vehicle coupler operational safety device. Camera output should be displayed only when the coupler camera of the cab is activated. Should take the priority of the operator's video monitor. All the other times camera out should be recorded, should not be displayed. 9.2.4 external cameras from the housing. The external camera housing should be harmonious, attractive design, integrated with the vehicle body with the side of the presentation, cleaning the external surface with minimum visible fastener, maximum surface continuity. The housing should be furnished to match the vehicle car body. The external color video camera should provide optimal view coverage and should be capable of operating in low illumination levels. External cameras should be the anti-fog feature, should be easily accessible, modular, vandal resistant, easily cleanable, easily replaceable. These cameras should have easily manual aiming adjusting capability. In order to capture activities approach consistent, the railway transit may want to consider having a forward-facing camera to continue the recording their signals when the vehicle is keyed down and connected to the primary power source. Alright, 9.3, the internal video cameras and video recording. The internal mounted color video camera should be provided with each vehicle that authorizes monitoring of the passenger area. The camera should be positioned include the angle entryway with internal cameras should be integrated with the ceiling of the bulkhead to present clean and neat, unobstructed by the vandal resistant instrument. Installation cameras should be placed so that they are limited to the blind spot of the total of the camera coverage. Camera videoing errors should include the passenger operated intercom system. Event with the activation of the intercom, the passenger emergency manual door release handle of the system should automatically select two internal cameras of the best cover the air with the display with the image of the operative video display. With the operator to activate the intercom system, reset the emergency handle of the image display with the recording during the system events with a high resolution. Due to the intercoms initiate the coverage of the audio track should add the record it's both sides of the conversation. Default mode of these methods of activation should always override the normal operation video monitor in the lead cab. This feature of the allowing the operator to select a specific view of the overriding feature that has been initiated should be considered. Efficient video compression techniques should be utilized to reduce bandwidth requirements and simplify the transmission signal with the consider to maintain an adequate level of detailed movement of the display. Operators' video monitors transmission video signals may be viewed with the train line or by other suitable needs. 931 digital video recorders. Digital video recorders or remote video storage capability should provide each for the vehicle with a continuous record, each for the camera input of the vehicle whenever the vehicle is operating. Serve the video recorder should remove the memory module with a storage capacity less than 48 hours of the incident-free operation plus one incident. 15 minutes duration of the process conditions by specific information saved with protected memory module should be agreed between supplier and rail transit system upon activation. Silent alarm button video audio recording 2 minutes before the silent alarm activation until it resets should be saved in the protected area of the memory. With the module, the record system should include the digital watermarking equivalent means for preventing editing and other modification of the record and recorded images. Local status indicator test points should be provided to assist local troubleshooting. 9.4. A pair of color monitors, alternate single large split with screen color video monitors should be fitted with the cab of the desk directly with the front of the operator viewing all the external camera images of the monitor should be the largest spot with a minimum viewing size of 6 inches diagonal, and the monitor should be actively on selected leg cab. Select signal left camera should be displayed on the left side, monitoring left side of the screen. Signal for the right side camera should be displayed on the right. The coupling camera should be displayed on the left. Alright, 10. Your ventilation control. New vehicles should be equipped with the means of the shutting down ventilation, completing the train base with the operator cab train with a system should be designated with the intention for the complete with the train shutdown ventilation system. Must be deliberate, intentional, the most minimum of the chance of the unintentional activation breaking of protective steel from the activation. New non-cab vehicles may be also equipped with the same provision with a smoke detector ventilation shutdown system as the discretion rail transit system, but with the means of the not accessible to the passengers. Alright, 11. Your event recorder. New rail transit should be equipped with an event recorder system according to the IEEE standard 1482-1. Standard rail transit vehicle event recorder. The latest revision railway transit system shall determine if the individual vehicle must be dedicated. The dedicated event recorder can be done with a pure train base located in the cab car only. For non-cab car, the railway transit system shall determine whether separate event recorders are required where security information is to be recorded in event recorders or in cab cars. Crashworthiness requirements event records should be considered with the railway transit system. The crashworthy requirements meet with the design data or storage by placing the device in a box meeting requirement the judicious placement of the device for the car body envelope. Taking advantage of the crashworthiness 5 barrier properties of the car body or combination of the approach. 12. The references 13 definition 14 abbreviation 15 summary of changes 16 document history. And that was your rail transit vehicle passenger emergency system Vehicle Transit Inspection Maintenance Work Group, APTA standards.